Well, good morning, welcome to another vlog on a glorious morning as well. Got plenty of cloud in the sky, but we've also got bright sunshine as well, as you can probably tell by the light on my face. So today is all about no tripods and taking just minimal gear out really. And I'm going to see today whether actually in this modern day, whether you actually need tripods. So not only have I left my photography tripod at home, I've also left my vlogging camera tripod at home as well, just to try and just shed a little bit of weight. And today's just all about walking around this area and just sort of seeing what I can get and not restricting myself with a tripod. So the aim of today is to find out actually whether you can take sharp shots without a tripod, whether they're actually needed. Now every single time you watch a YouTube video, every single photographer takes a tripod out with them, and it's almost as if they're loaded like pack horses. And I'm just wondering, do we actually need them? What are the benefits of a tripod, and what are the negatives of a tripod as well? So yeah, I'm going to try and review that today and sort of see what I come up with and whether in my own mind I'm actually going to continue bringing a tripod out every single shoot. Obviously there are some times where you need a tripod, like long exposures and things like that, sort of specialised things, but just day-to-day regular shooting, just trying to get some nice images, are they actually needed? We'll find out today. So what are the negatives of using a tripod? Well, I'll split it down to three sections, so I'll break those down now. The first one, they're bulky and heavy. Carrying them around all day can certainly take its toll. Number two, they're expensive. You're looking at around about £300 for a decent-ish tripod, the one that's going to be quite stable in high winds and sort of get you through most conditions. So if you're looking at purchasing a tripod, you're looking at a starting price of around about £300. Point number three, they can actually prevent you from getting the shot. If you're looking for a shot that's low down, sort of straight onto the grass here, looking across into the Fiddler's Ferry, to actually get as low as I want to go with a tripod, certainly the tripod I've got, I can't do it. So going handheld is probably the best option there. Also, by the time you set the tripod up, you're looking at a particular scene, the light might have gone, it might have just been a limited burst of light. By the time you set the tripod up, time's cracking on. But I also find as well, when I go handheld, that I'm a little bit more creative. And I don't know if it's because, it probably sounds a little bit cheesy this, but if I'm more connected to the camera, I'm looking through the viewfinder, I've actually got the camera in my hand, going handheld certainly makes me feel a little bit more connected. Let me know in the comments whether you feel the same about that. So I've gone through the negatives of using a tripod. What are the positives? They're more stable than going handheld. You can get a much slower shutter speed. Once that tripod's set up, you know it's firm, it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to have much more of a stable shot. Point number two, they actually slow you down, and in return they actually make you look for a better composition. Positive number three is you can actually do a lot more with tripods, such as long exposures, night photography or blowout photography, which you can't really do when you're handheld. The ISO is going to be raised that high that you start to incur grain into the image. It's quite amusing actually going handheld with the vlogging camera. You're looking for loads of little things to purchase camera on. It's not flat right at the bottom because I've still got the tripod base on it. So yeah, I'm looking for things like this post here to set it up and film myself as I walk past. Yeah, it's all about being a little bit more creative today. But no, it's good. I think you need this every now and again. So I seem to have lost all the light this morning. It's just started to become really overcast and yeah, starting to become a little bit dull. But that's not the point of the video. So the reason why images aren't sharp whilst going handheld, well, it's all down to shutter speed, and that's what you need to increase on your camera. And there's a few ways that you can do this. Point number one, raise your ISO. It's there to be used. It's sort of like a turbocharger in a car, but for your camera. And what it does, it increases the light gain in your camera. Now, the higher you go, the more increase of grain you'll get, but you won't really get much until you start going over ISO 400 to 500. So around about 320 will be fine, and that will really increase your shutter speed. Point number two, what f-stop are you using? Once you go in handheld, why not drop it down? f7.1 will get you crystal clear shots, but it will also allow you, as opposed to f14, 2 additional stops of light within the camera. The camera I'm using is an f2.8. Now if I shoot at f2.8, that allows, I think it's 4 3/4 stops more of light in the camera than say I was shooting f14. Point number three, see what lens you're bringing out with you as well. I've got the 14 to 24 with me today. If I was to bring out the 70 to 200 and shooting at 200mm, I'd have to raise my shutter speed to 1/200th of a second. At 14mm, which is what I'm doing a lot of shots today, it's only 1/14th of a second. The general rule of thumb when you're shooting handheld is to get the shutter speed the same as what you're shooting in millimeters. So if you're shooting at 18mm, 1/18th of a second. If you're shooting at 70mm, 1/70th of a second. Quite simple to work out once you've actually got it in your head. Also, has your lens got image stabilization? If it has, simply use it. So as the morning progresses, I'm losing more and more light here. It's becoming quite a bit of a dull grey day. Now I've been waiting 3 or 4 days to try and get this video out, but every single day I've come out, it's just been hazy and horrible. So yeah, I think it's going to be more of the same today. So the more the morning goes on, the duller it gets. In fact, the more the day goes on, the darker it's actually getting, which is quite strange. It had so much promise when I was walking down here this morning, but yeah, not anymore. So I'm going to continue with this walk, and I've got about 2 or 3 miles left to do, and I'll do a recap at the end of the vlog and just sort of let you know the pros and cons really of coming out without a tripod, whether I've actually enjoyed it, whether it's actually been beneficial, and what my future plans will be with it really, I suppose. Yeah, I'll catch you at the end. So it's actually the following day. I decided to finish the walk and come home. I didn't take any more images because the weather just became so grey and miserable. There was absolutely no point. So again, welcome to the studio. I just want to sort of close this video now. We're just giving a bit of a summary on what my thoughts were of the day, apart from the weather being absolutely horrendous. I've got to say I really enjoyed walking around handheld. It felt as if I've mentioned at the beginning of the video that the camera was sort of part of me. Whatever I could see in front of me, it was easier to take instead of setting it all up on the tripod, sort of working out the composition a bit more. It was just much more of a gun and run. But I was quite happy with the results as well. By the time I'd done, I think it was around about 8 miles I'd actually walked that morning. I came back home and actually felt quite refreshed. My shoulders were fine because the camera bag wasn't digging into my shoulders. My back felt a lot better because I didn't have that whole weight on my back. It was just a lot easier and a lot more mobile to get around. So the downside of not taking the tripod, well, I say I was gunning and running, I was taking shots a lot quicker. I had to draw myself back, I had to really pull myself back and slow down because I felt as if I was just taking so many more shots. Majority of them worked out fine, but it's probably more good luck than anything else. But with using a tripod, it certainly does slow you down. It makes you think about the composition a lot more. And I didn't have that. It was just take the shot, move on. I couldn't take the sort of shots I wanted to because it was such a great day. I was thinking, well, should have used filters, and I couldn't because it would slow the shutter speed down too much to incur camera shake. So yeah, on a dark, gloomy day, you can really sort of play around with it, certainly with using filters, doing long exposures, graduated filters like that. They just can't be used when you're going handheld. So I think in summary, will I actually be dumping the tripod permanently? Well, the answer is no, I can't do that. But what I will be doing, I'll be leaving it at home or certainly leaving it in the boot of the car a lot more often, certainly on bright days when you've got quite nice sunshine and there's quite a bit of drama in the sky. But when you're looking for those ultimate shots, certainly those long exposures, those sort of moody days, those dark and moody shots that you're looking for, I think a tripod's essential. So I think as I draw this video to an end, Let me know in the comments what tripod you own and how you actually find it. So as always, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you found this video useful, and I hope you've managed to take something away from it. Even if you knew everything that I've taught you today, hopefully it's sort of refreshed something to your mind, and also giving you that thought of, yeah, do you know what? I'm going to go out and try some handheld myself. It's been a while. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. Give me the thumbs up if you like this video. Also, let me know in the comments who you are and where you're from, and if you've managed to take anything away from this video. So from Warrington, on this, again, another grey day, I'm going to go and get a coffee to try and cheer myself up. Take care, all the best. See you soon. Bye-bye.